Alright, so we got the GoPro and we've got a cigar minnow, and we're going to drop it down at this pier and see what we can find to get stirred up to maybe eat this, or at least get the fish riled up. And we're going down with the cigar minnow, and immediately we see bait fish. A little scared of my camera towing the cigar minnow, but I expect these fish will get stirred up and start pecking away at the dead cigar minnow. Here we got the bottom, a lot of sediment there. There's some structure, look like concrete bags. Some slender fish to the right, maybe we'll see those again. Look like some kind of barracuda species, babies. There you go, to the right. I didn't know there's like 3 or 4 species of barracuda type fish, and you can get confused really quickly if you don't know the subtle differences of those species of cuda. And those bait fish are what I see as pinfish. Looks like some have spots and some don't. I don't know the difference between the two. If you know the difference between the pinfish species, please leave a comment below. Like I said, some have spots and some have a blue stripe hue on its body. Not seeing any target species other than bait fish right now. Another drop down off the pier. Hopefully you're not getting dizzy. There goes one. Saw the first target species. It looks like a mangrove snapper, right side, pretty quickly. They have a stripe on the sides of their eyes. They're also known as gray snapper. This place does hold a good supply of mangrove or gray snapper. I just saw one rather quickly. I'm assuming we'll see more as these bait fish start feeding on the cigar minnow. There goes one at the top of the frame. There he is, getting close. You can see the stripe on his head, on both eyes. There he is again, top right. Beautiful. Oh, in the middle too. Beautiful fish. Great tasting fish. They're kind of towards the back. And these target species are a lot smarter than the pinfish, and I assume that they will stay back just watching. There goes one in the middle, again looking at all the activity. And when you're getting these bait fish riled up and they get in a feeding frenzy, typically that stirs up interest by bigger fish, and I wouldn't be surprised as we're watching this if these pinfish just run away real quickly and something big comes to chase them off. You can see the differences. There's a pinfish without a spot, and there's one with a spot. So if you're fishing in this area and you notice, or any area, and you notice that you're getting picked apart by pinfish, you can either move, or you're going to have to throw something that is alive and sturdy enough to survive, so you can get those target species, which are the mangrove snapper. So a live bull minnow, a live finger mullet, live shrimp would be a mistake. It would be completely torn apart rather quickly. There you go. Now we're seeing the feeding frenzy. Once they opened up the cigar minnow, they went wild picking it apart. Just imagine for a second if that's your shrimp. That live shrimp is done, gone in 60 seconds or less. Now there are other species of fish that we can try to see. If we're lucky enough, there could be a red snapper, and there could be some grouper by this old pier structure. There's a lot of crustaceans. There's flounder that are here. There's the occasional jack crevalle school that will come through. There goes another mangrove just not coming in to feed. They are very smart fish. At any age, they are very smart. They're very curious. They stay back and watch what other fish are doing. The ideal setup is to either free line a live bull minnow or a live shrimp. You would not use a live shrimp right now. Or you can use a Carolina rig with the same bait. There's another one in the back, a bigger one. You can see him, probably there he is right there, bottom of the frame. There he goes in the middle of the frame. That's definitely a keeper, probably 12 inches. The minimum, I believe, whole fish is 10, and I believe they're going to up the quantity that you can keep of mangrove snapper soon, which is great. Tastes a lot like red snapper, and the season's always open. So if you can find the mangrove and you can catch your limit of 5, you're going to feed. That actually looked like a red snapper below frame. I'm going to go back and look at that. Here we go, slow down. Don't know, kind of look like a red snapper. Most likely look like a hogfish or pigfish. If you know what that fish was, leave a comment below. Back in the feeding frenzy. Again, just a bunch of bait fish. Spots, no spots, pinfish. A lot of fish right there, and I think that was more. Oh yeah, tons of pinfish. This is like the hive of where this cigar minnow is right now. Learned so much from these underwater videos. I have plenty on my channel. If you're new to the channel, there's some really good surf fishing underwater where we see permit and pompano feeding and taking the bait. Please check my channel out. It's Fish Gum, and we'd love to have your subscription and join that channel to learn. We learn so much from going under the water and seeing exactly what is going on. Fresh cigar minnow. The other one was eaten down to the spine. And you wonder why these pinfish are able to really tear apart a cigar minnow. A lot of sediment on the bottom of the seabed. They're now attacking the bait at the bottom. But they have little small teeth too. They're like sandpapery, and they can tear, rip and tear, and eat. There's a barricade. Someone threw that in from Pensacola. It'd be really neat to scuba dive down this area and see all that you could find. This area was the old boat docks as well for big ships. We're talking about like early 1900s, so there's no telling what treasures are down here. I don't know. There we go. It was just stuck in a hole. And you don't want to lose a $400 GoPro on that wire that you see there. But this structure, you know, even though there's a tire, this structure holds fish. And tires were the common thing that were thrown in bays and beaches to create some type of structure. Oh, there goes some mangrove. Oh, this is a good mangrove spot. A lot of them. Look at that, and look, there's no pinfish right now. So these bigger mangrove will scare away a lot of the pinfish because they're on the food chain for mangrove snapper. A lot of trash. Another barricade. There's some mangrove towards the back. Again, the cigar minnow is being torn apart. A lot of structure. Love this area. You can get some good quality mangrove snapper. You're getting more lay of the land, some rocks. I am so happy that my GoPro came home with me, because definitely could have lost that. There goes a crab at the bottom. Just mesmerizing, just seeing all this activity and seeing what's there at the bottom. Another barricade. Man, they have thrown a lot of barricades over this pier. It's really amazing. For probably like $100 or $200 each. That mangrove came up super close. It's the first time that's happened. He's hanging around, very interested in the bait, just realizes that it's a trap. Those fish are so smart. You're going to want to use light fluorocarbon. I like 12, even less than that at times. They are very picky. Another hogfish, it looks like. More structure. Looks like a barricade that's got a ton of crustaceans on it. Here's a bait fish. Those look like croaker. That looked like another mangrove that showed its lips left. Saw it briefly. There he goes. Actually, that looked like a red snapper. Again, that could have been a red snapper. They have been caught in this area. Another spot. We're towards the bottom. A lot of interesting structure. That looks like a tire. And these fish are loving the chum created by the cigar minnow. Thank you so much for watching. I do plan on dropping more underwater fishing videos at least once a month or once every 2 weeks. Be sure to subscribe and join me next time right here, Weak Side to Strike. God bless.